Did you have any set goals in mind for the 12 months of 2021?
I think, to be honest with you, I wanted to go and win some titles. I wanted to get my ranking up. I was beating players who were above me. I just wasn't able to do it consistently. So a big thing that I kind of worked on was trying to find that consistency in my training and then be able to replicate that in my matches as well. That was the big thing. And I also just wanted to go and enjoy it and enjoy being back on court because it had been such a long time. And I knew that if I enjoyed it, I would play my best squash. So kind of take it from there, really. I wanted to play all the events which were nearby, and I also recognized my coach that when I played more, I was better. So over the summer, I got better and better and better because I played more. So for example, in November, I didn't need to play all the 3 events that I played, but I decided to. And then from that, I then went and had a really, really good December. So I think that's kind of something I've recognized that it is helpful for me to play my best squash. So kind of went and did that.
You got your first one in Peterborough. How did it feel to finally grab that first win after a few years of trying?
Yeah, it felt really good. You go into, I mean, most players probably say this when they enter an event, they want to go and win it. But going and doing that, regardless of whether you're first seed or sixth seed or whatever, is actually really tough because you've got to back up performances. No event is ever weak. So yeah, it felt really, really good. It's something that I'd worked on probably for the last kind of 3 years. It was something I was working for, and anytime I didn't get it, that was obviously disappointing. But it was like, right, we go again. So yeah, that was kind of it was a big barrier. I'm sure lots of players say that as well. Like when you get your first one, it feels like kind of a relief in some senses because you've got over that hurdle of winning your first final. And then from then, when you're in finals, you can be confident that you can go and win.
You also got the late call up to the biggest event on tour. You went to Chicago, played in the World Championships. Just prior to the event, describe the feelings you had when you got the email to say, you're the next one in. What did that feel like?
Yeah, I mean, I was so shocked because I was down at like 20th reserve. And then I managed to fill in all the right admin forms and get myself up there. So really admin got me into the world champs. So thanks, Mum, for telling me to always do my admin. But yeah, no, it was amazing. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. I was actually playing an event at the time in New Malden. When I got the call, so I was like, oh no, I need to get my test, I need to get my flight, I need to do everything. That was a little bit stressful, but then when I was on that plane, it's just something I'm never going to forget. My first world champs and being surrounded by the world's best players it was amazing. I was quite starstruck, to be honest.
I was going to ask that, what was the experience like being amongst the best in the world? Were you able to watch any of them play or train just to take some tips or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I managed to get onto the glass court the day that I left to watch some of the matches. So that was really cool. I managed to see one of our Scottish. We saw Lisa Aitken play. So that she was playing Gohar, which was amazing. And then a couple of the Tarek was on after that, and Camille Serm was on before that. So I managed to see kind of 3 top 5 in the world players play. So that was amazing. And then I played Rowan, which was a great experience as well, and got to train with her in the run up to it because of the bubble situation. So, I learned so much from that experience, and I think consistency was the big thing that I saw. You can be in one rally, but then if you're not in the next 3, you're not going to get anywhere. So yeah, it was so cool. Something I won't ever forget. The final in Brighton is certainly one of the best matches I've played. I actually then picked up a bit of a niggle, so I kind of managed to sort myself out just in time for Sheffield, which I was really thankful for, to be honest. And I played some really good squash there, and mentally that was the big thing. I pushed her mentally and played some great stuff, and then straight on to TWC in Wimbledon, which was tough again. So it was back-to-back events, which physically and mentally was pretty demanding. But I loved it, and I loved being back. And as I say, I played some good squash, which is what I wanted to do.
And then, of course, after 3 wins on English soil, you finally got that first one on home soil in Edinburgh at the CWS Grange. Was that win maybe a touch more special than the others as it came in Scotland?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to have the crowd behind you is amazing. I had all my family and friends there, which felt really good. And actually that event I would probably say is my best squash I've played consistently. Played really well in the semis and the final, and managed to get through those matches, which was really good. And yeah, it felt really good to do it at a local club, somewhere where I've been playing local competitions at since I was 11. So yeah, I mean, that was a great feeling. When I went in May, I kind of knew I'd worked really hard. But it's always tough to kind of know how everyone else is going to have got on. But I went into a lot of events wanting to go and win them. And I did maybe of those events, and maybe a couple I didn't win, but that's sport. And yeah, I think I'm really happy. I've met my expectations. I've done well. My rankings up. And yeah, I'm just hoping to keep this going into 2022 and looking towards the Commonwealth Games. That's my big goal really over the next 7-8 months. I've actually probably been looking towards 2022 games since I was maybe 15. So it's something that I'm really striving towards, and I know that it's my job to go and train and play the best that I can play when I get the opportunities to, and put myself in the best position I can to get selected. And yeah, it would be a dream come true, and yeah, just got to see what happens really. I think for me, it's taking every match as it comes and every competition as it comes. And something I've been chatting about with my coach is the ranking will take care of itself. So I think for me, it's every event I play, wanting to go and try and win it, and getting good wins and playing good squash, and then take it from there, really. I mean, I'm not being shy in saying my goal is to be world number one day. And so I think I want to reach that at some point. And that'll just come by working away, hopefully. I think I want to try and get inside that top 50. I think I want to be consistently getting into platinum events, and trying to get on court with the top players in the world more and more often. And that's the only way that I can do that. So yeah, that's certainly a goal in the back of my mind. But I think if you overthink the ranking, then you overthink when you're on court and it doesn't go very well. So you just got to kind of take every tournament as it comes and go and try and do as well as you can when it comes.